Hi everyone, this week we're going for a special update episode because we have all the novelties and watches and wonders going on. So for today's video, we're going to cover the highlights of the week in watches and wonders and go over the most important and discuss novelties. So let's get right into it. And we are first going to have a look at Tudor and what they have released. We've got a new Tudor Pelagos Ultra. It is a 43mm diameter dive watch with an incredible water resistance of 1,000 meters and a master chronometer certification, all packed into a grade 2 titanium case with a grade 5 titanium case back. It has a matte black dial and a brand new bracelet design with an integrated extension scale in the clasp. It's definitely and quite literally a big step up from the 39mm Pelagos option. And I can absolutely see this becoming a bit hick for, those who can pull off those bigger sized watches. And of course, this would not be a Tudor release without anything new regarding the Black Bay. This year, they launched a wide opening dial version of the Black Bay Pro. It has a 39mm diameter, a fixed steel bezel, and a yellow squared like a diamondy GMT hand. It's kind of the yin to the matte black yang of the previous Black Bay Pro, and it's definitely, I would say, a very serious alternative to the Explorer 2 from Rolex. So it is going to be difficult to choose between these two, I think. And, talking about the Black Bay, there's also a burgundy Black Bay 58 now with an updated 5-link bracelet and now also a Meta certification to it. There are no golden color accents, so it follows the very minimalistic monochrome look that we've known from the navy one like before. It's a fully burgundy silver design, and for the first time we also see the new 5-link bracelet on the 58 offered as an option. And now lastly, the pendulum for Tudor has swung into the other direction. I mean, they recently added the Black Bay 54 to the Black Bay 55 for a small offering, and now we also get a Black Bay 68 with a 43mm diameter compared to the 39 of the 58, for example. It houses a Meta's chronometer movement, and you can choose between two dial options. You've got a silver with a black bezel or this inky blue dial with the same black bezel. I was hoping for a bit more, but anyways, Cartier has brought back the Tank à Gouchette. Sorry, can't pronounce that. A very popular but rare model from 1920s. It's a digital time display and pretty futuristic given the fact that this, still is an old design. There is a limited edition in platinum which was released, which design-wise leans more towards the original from the 20s, and a non-limited version in yellow or rose gold with a more traditional layout. So since this is a Cartier Privé release and prices have not been released yet, I'm pretty sure that will come with a hefty price tag. And we're going to quickly move on to the next brand. I want to mention something really beautiful from Lange Söhne. They came out with a couple of new watches, but I want to highlight, I have to say, the most beautiful colorway I've seen in quite some time. I saw the photo and I was just in love. But before we talk about that, I really want to point out that they have also released the 1815. I just remembered that. One of the most classic lines in a sleek, yes, I'm so happy about this, 34mm case diameter, which I think is absolutely brilliant. But, the true highlight, I think, remains the new Odysseus. It hasn't really changed much in a technical way, but oh my goodness, they released Odysseus in the most special honey gold alloy. It's just like this alloy from Lange Söhne that has this very warm colored mix between yellow and rose gold, topped off with this chocolatey brown dial that is quite the rarity for an Lange Söhne to see, a brown dial. And like I said, specs didn't really change except for, the material and the dial. But I think this is a stunning watch, and I just wanted you all to see this. I'm so in love. But now let's continue with Patek. There's been a new size added to the highly debated Cubitus from Patek. Great. It's now available in 40 instead of 45mm. So as you can see, there is a white gold with your typical Patek blue dial, and you also have a rose gold with a brown dial. They like to mix it that way to match it, going for 65,000 Swiss francs, which is about 73,000 US dollars. And of course, that's not it from Patek. There was also an entirely new hand-wound caliber in a Calatrava with an 8-day power reserve in the new set of 5328G001, a new perpetual calendar with a retrograde date, which means the date jumps back. It's a reference 6159G001, among other smaller updates. And yeah, obviously I have to talk about Rolex. If you want to watch my full update on all things Rolex, make sure to click on the link in the description box down below. I've uploaded a video on no, it was Monday, on Tuesday, in which I talked about all the releases, the updates, discontinuations, and all the off-catalog models. So if you want to see that, make sure to go to that video at the end of this. So for now, we're just going to focus on the highlights from Rolex, which are first very clearly the Land Dweller models, an entirely new watch that Rolex has released. Really everything is new. The movement, the case, the dial, the bracelet. The Land Dweller is Rolex's most accurate watch so far and relies heavily on the Oyster Quartz models from the 70s in terms of design. It's currently available in a platinum, you've got steel and Everose, and the dials are going accordingly with, the white or the icy blue honeycomb design. Then there is also a new sprite. This time it is a full white gold sprite with a ceramic dial in green to match the green and black bezel, and another update to the GMT with my favorite out of the entire release, I have to say, the Tiger Iron dial on the root beer. And continuing on, they also introduced an entirely new bracelet style, the second one for this release, the Settimo. It's exclusive for the 1908, and it's a 7-link bracelet with a hidden clasp, currently available in solid yellow gold and the yellow gold 1908 case, so that's exclusive for that. And furthermore, there's been a Tiffany Daytona, an updated John Mayer Daytona, now full with golden subdials and some more, dial options updates for the Daytona. And then we had some really cute colors added to the Oyster Perpetual, some new pastels like the lavender, pistachio, and the beige that you can see here. And all in all, this has been a very exciting release from Rolex, I have to say, and I recommend checking out my video on this to get the full view of this very big and very exciting picture. But, moving on, let's move over to Nomos. Building on the colorful releases from last year, we are now seeing not only some very cool new colorways, but also a first for the brand. They have released a world timer in a Sporty Club Sport Pneumatic case. There are 6 different dials available, and it's not only a very interesting dial layout in itself, but I'm also pretty amazed at how well Nomos always manages to balance all these kinds of colors together in one dial and still make it look good. It's a crazy mix. They are all limited to 175 to honor the 175 years of watchmaking in Lange Söhne, and they're all equipped, of course, with their in-house movements. And now from Lange Söhne to Grand Seiko, almost the opposite side of the world, kind of. They have come out with quite a bit, so I have to really narrow it down, but there's definitely no way around the world record the new Grand Seiko holds with the SLGB 001 and the SLGB 003. They have created the most currently accurate mechanical watch. They have created a spring drive movement that runs with an accuracy, I think it is about plus and minus 20 seconds per year, which none other mainspring powered watch has achieved so far. The movement is available in 2 models. You've got this 80-piece limited edition and platinum for $39,000 with this light blue dial, and in an unlimited edition titanium model that goes for $10,900 with this lighter colored, like an icy blue dial version. And next we have IWC, who, only just 2 years after they have relaunched their famous Ingenieur designed by Genta, have added more watches to the lineup. It is now available in a 40mm diameter case, full and solid rose gold watch with a black grid dial and a very simple 3-hand layout with a date. Then you've got a more complicated perpetual calendar Ingenieur in a 42mm case and a blue grid dial. And lastly, you've got a full black ceramic 41mm diameter Ingenieur with the same grid dial structure, but in all black too. So you've got the whole 40 to 43mm base covered here in terms of case diameter. And up next, I want to talk about Bulgari with another world record in this list. This time it's for the world's thinnest tourbillon watch, the Octo Finissimo Ultra Tourbillon. It is only 1.85mm thick, or thin, haha, and it's the 10th Bulgari watch to win world records in the thinnest department. It is a partially skeletonized dial because, why not? And a case and bracelet made from titanium with a price tag of, measly $678,000, and it is limited to only 20. I think last year that award went to Piaget, but now it belongs to Bulgari. There's also now a cool new variant out now of the very popular Chopard Alpine Eagle. This time it's a full-on platinum. I keep saying platinum in the past couple of videos. Everyone's releasing platinum stuff. Alpine Eagle with an icy blue fume dial they call Shades of Ice. The salmon pink dial on the Alpine Eagle has been quite the success, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to enjoy the new additions here as well. It's still a rather large watch with a 41mm diameter. And it's quite expensive too, with a price tag of $110,500. But I can't wait to see this one in person. I'm sure it looks amazing. And lastly, I want to mention JLC, Jaeger-LeCoultre. They did come out with some very crazy and highly complicated and detailed watches like the Reverso Tribute Minute Repeater or the Reverso Hybris Artistica Giro Tourbillon. But I want to focus on the more, let's call that relatable, if that's even a thing with JLC, updates to the Tribute Do Face and the Monoface Small Seconds. They, by no means have reinvented the wheel here with this new release. But, it's nice to see some love being applied to probably the most popular line. And so now we have a new 80 karat rose gold monoface with a matching Milanese bracelet, which looks incredible, I have to say. And 2 new duo face models with home dials in either black or blue. All 3, very classic looking watches that still have a very modern feel to them. I mean, it is Art Deco, it's JLC, it's your typical Reverso with the essence of it. And yeah, and that is pretty much all I have for you today. The highlights from this year's releases. But, now it is your turn. Let me know which one of these brands or releases have been your favorite, who has disappointed you if someone did, and what you would like to see for next year. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss out on any new videos, I recommend subscribing to my channel, because then I will see you in my next video. Bye!